Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back for another Q&A session. Right, so today we're gonna settle the questions for the month of February. Yes, I know it's March already, and it can't be helped for this month, right? Because I was busy having my exam on the 1st of March, so the best time to do it is now. Right, so once again, thank you guys for sending in a bunch of questions. Right, as usual, I won't be able to answer all of them, but I'll try my best to accommodate to as many questions as possible. Right, so without further ado, let's get this Q&A started. Alright, so let's take the first question of the day. So Diablo's Tan here asks, what will be the next VR or PR that I'm gonna predict? You are very sharp on the last few, and this time also, what will it be? And big shout out for you, right? So hi Diablo. So I think this is like one of the more common questions usually asked every time there's this Q&A session, right? So fine, I'll do a prediction. Right? So VR is very hard to predict because it is, it comes every now and then, but PR, we get it like almost every single patch, right? So PR, of course, we're gonna exclude the Primal Greeks because we already know that they are getting power release, right? So after Primal Greek, right, let's exclude the Seal Boss because we won't know when are they gonna drop. Right, so let's take a look at just the normal Diamond Seal pool. Right, so PR, we all know that York sort of PR is going to come anytime, right? Within these few months at least. Right, so for for Diamond Seal cards, right, the series that I'm going to predict is going to be the Hazard series, right? The Hazard, Pupuro, Sunny, yeah, those series. I can't really remember all of their names, right? I'm sure I'm missing like the Fire one and Copper Bullet. The Fire one, what's the Fire one? Anyway, you know which series I'm referring to, right? They're basically next in line. Right? Actually, they're not really next in line. Next in line is actually Revolutionary Heroes, which is Floris, Rococo, Crescent, and the other two cards, right? So I believe they are not gonna get a PR, right? Because of their unique set of abilities like transformation and stuff like that. Right? So I predict that the next power release is gonna be the Pupuro series. Yep. VR, right? After Greeks have their VR, who's next? Right? I strongly believe it's gonna be Babylonians, right? Because they are being compared with Rose, compared with King of Fighters, especially. Right, King of Fighters have the ability to do more damage plus more combos because of their different attributes, right? It tends to rack up more combos than Babylonians. So in a way that you see that nowadays nobody actually play Babylonians anymore, right? They're like being thrown off the meta. So I strongly believe that one day the next VR is gonna be Babylonians, right? I won't know when, right? But I'm predicting that they are going to be the next in line to get a virtual rebirth. Right, let's see how this plays out in the future. Right, let's move on to the next question. What is your favorite card overall in terms of artwork, right, skills and usefulness, and why? Right, so I'm not being like super biased here, right, but it's definitely going to be the Enchantress, right? Not any one in general, but Enchantress as a whole series, right? Circe, Medea, and Cassandra. Right, these three cards, as you can see, these three cards has been out since the early days of TOS. Right, not the super early days, but early enough. Right, they are like the single-digit patch version kind of cards. Right, and then they are relevant until now. Right, because of their unique ability. So this series is gonna be staying relevant as long as no new cards have the similar abilities or better active skills, right? Especially Circe is such a big booster, right, in terms of combo that any team, right, that plays with a red, green, blue setup or basically a mono earth setup that requires, if you want to do more damage, usually you just throw in Circe, right? The more combo you do, the more damage output you dish out, kind of thing, right? So Definitely Enchantress, right? I'm sure a lot of people agree, right? So what are your favorite cards in general, right? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, this one, right? I want you guys to let me know about your opinions, right? Because this is one suggestion that I made to Madhead, right? That didn't get implemented in TOS, but got implemented in Chronos Gate as well, instead, right? So Eugene Chen asked, do you want some Chronos Gate stuff in TOS, right? At least Madhead effort were not, all wasted. So before Chronos Gate launch, right, I had this idea, right? I think I mentioned it very, very long ago in like the ancient times Q&A, right? It was super long ago, and the suggestion that I made is that instead of stages, right, like normal story mode and stuff like that, at the end of the boss stage, right, they either drop like some sort of special item or just a chest, right, that drops just coins. Right? So why not let the treasure chest drop more items as well, right? So one suggestion I made is actually for them to drop something like diamond pieces or diamond fragments, right? And then maybe when you put them like 5 fragments together, you get 1 diamond, maybe at a cost of maybe an alchemy price of 100k coin, right? 5 fragment exchange for 1 diamond, right? That seems like a good idea, right? So as long every time you fight a boss, you have an anticipation of whether it's gonna be gold or whether it's gonna be diamond fragment and stuff like that. At least there's a variety of items being dropped at the stage, you know what I mean? But of course at a way lower drop rate than coins, because fragments, kind of Madhead kind of lose money, you know what I mean? Because we can actually craft diamonds for our own use. Yeah, so anyways, this is my kind of suggestion, but they put it into Chronos Gate as timestone fragments, right? So let me know whether this is a good idea, right? Maybe I'll try to suggest it to Madhead again, but depends, right? Let me know in the comments below. Right, next question asks, will Erebus and Pontos be game changing? What are your opinions on some setup meta discussion in regards to their PR buff? Right, so I'll be leaving this question aside because I'll be dedicating one whole video, right, regarding on all the primal grid power release and my opinions and team build and etc. Right, so there's gonna be more in depth, in which I think a lot of you guys will be wanting to look forward to. Right, so let's answer the next one. Alright, so next question comes from LXD. This is like a whole big chunk of questions, man. Alright, so he asked, number 1, do you think that there should be more TOS YouTubers in the English community, and why? Right, number 2, what advice would you give to someone who just started or would like to go on this path? And what would be some qualities you like about my own videos as a gaming YouTuber, or those that you're looking for on other TOS gaming channels, right? So to start things off one by one, right? So what do I think that there should be more TOS YouTubers in the English community? Definitely, right? Because all this is part of like a community work. It's not, to me at least, it's not really a competitive thing, because I find that making TOS videos, we have many different style of doing it, right? For me, and it's been like this for since the beginning of my channel, right? I do videos to guide new players, right? Sometimes I feature new teams, sometimes I feature old teams, right? To accommodate for a variety of players, right? Like new teams, new players, right, do not have old cards. Right, in a way, they do not have old cards, and then they only can make use of whatever new cards that they have to tackle this stage. So for them, they'll be more suited to watch the new team strategies. Right, as for old players, or maybe free to play players, like, oh, I did not draw the latest series, right? Is there any alternative setup that I can do, or any old teams that I can use to take down this particular ultimate stage, and there you have it. I do have videos for that as well. Right, so of course I try to accommodate more playable teams. Right, I won't be those like that goes like, oh, I run triple Michael Lucifer or triple of a certain card. You know what I mean? Like as normal players, we don't tend to have those kind of setups or even that kind of card and investment in the first place, right? So I find it pretty redundant to feature this kind of setup unless it's for funny video, you know what I mean? So yeah, of course, there should be more variety of YouTubers, right? So what advice would I give for someone who just started, right? So I think for all the TOS videos out there, most English channels are just basically uploading their raw gameplay, which is what I do in the start of my channel, right? So to make yourself more unique or kind of stand out in a way, right, try to add commentaries, right? That's how I started, because I was missing a webcam and I didn't had that confidence to talk into the camera, right? I find it weird back then, and it was I had a few awkward moments back then. Right, so in a way, to make your videos more engaging in a sense, maybe you can add in webcam and commentaries to kind of explain your strategy, like why do you use this card, why do you activate this active skill at this point of time, and how do you spin and stuff like that, just to give a few examples, right? And then that definitely is gonna help you out in the long run. And also Madhead is looking for more English players, right, to host live streams. So by having commentary or even webcam, right, is gonna be helpful for Madhead to kind of pick you for official live stream and stuff like that. Of course, they are working on the English server side, because Chinese server, they have like plenty of TOS models and YouTubers and stuff like that, right? They have a lot of people already, so they're looking at the English side. So new accounts or new channels starting out, right, this is a very, very good opportunity for you guys, right? So qualities that I like on my own videos, I can't really pick any of it, right? But I really enjoy doing live streams, or even doing certain episodes like the Let's Play 8 seal and Let's Play 9 seal and stuff like that, right? I really like to engage with the audience and stuff like that, right? Nowadays I try to host more live stream so I can talk to you guys live, right? So this is something that I really like. And also for other TOS gaming channels, I really respect those people that really gives a wide variety of teams, right, for one particular stage, right? Sometimes I really want to do that, but I certainly do not have the time to do it. And also there is one series that I really, really want to start out, but it takes so much time. I'm not sure whether I can sustain the series over time, because I've yet to graduate, right? And yes, I'm free now, but I'll be heading back to school very soon. You know what I mean? So the series I'm talking about is a coaching series, right, whereby players send in their gameplay to me, right, and I'm gonna review the video online, check for mistakes, spinning mistakes, how you can build your team better, and stuff like that, right? Just to give a few examples. Right? So let me know whether you guys are interested in this kind of series, right? And then I'll really consider making one in the future, right? Do let me know, please. I really want to look forward to your comments, right? So let's move on to the next question. Ever since Prologue of the Universe, do you think that dev game design is going downhill? Right, so this is something we can debate about, right? So of course, Prologue of the Universe has been stupidly overpowered, right, for both 3 jackpot cards. Usually among the 3 jackpot cards one stands out the most, right? For example, let's take a look at the astrology series, right? What is it called in the first place? Ophiuchus, Andromeda, and Lynx. Right, you can see that Ophiuchus is like this top tier card, and Lynx is nowhere to be played right now. Right, so there is this power difference among the jackpot card itself. Right, whereas Prologue of the Universe, Groth, Dowloth, and Azathoth is stupidly OP in their own way. Right, so it kind of it didn't break the game, but it makes these three cards very, very prominent in this meta. Right, you see it everywhere. You see it in Arena. It's just stupid. Okay, so after that came Warlord Part 2. Right, I agree that a lot of people say that it is very underpowered. Even the jackpot cards are like very underwhelming. Right, I kind of agree with that. Right, apart from the fact that they tried to introduce new playstyle like Xiahou Tun's auto generation at one part of that board, which is kind of interesting, right? And Sun Ce's 4 dissolve. So it's just unfortunate that not all series work the way that they want, right? And then it is actually remember Knight of the Round Tables, like Arthur was super weak, and then it is constantly being buffed, right? So you have to take in consideration of that as well, right? Maybe future cards will buff Sun Ce and Xiahou Tun and stuff like that. So we'll just have to wait and see, right? And then also there's a term called like filler series, like how you see like anime, there is a whole storyline and then there are filler episodes, right? So I kind of feel that Warlord Part 2 is like this filler series, right? Just to slot in and then for time to pass, and then after that we have this new seal, right? That's like my point of view at least. So not that their design is going down, it's just they're just trying new ways to play the game, you know what I mean? Yeah, so let me know how you feel as well. Right, so with this, let's move on to the next question. And last question of the day comes from Joseph Pang asking, hi, do you think that the Fallen Halos have the chance to power release? Right, so this is one question that I'm going to end off for you guys as well. Right, you guys have been giving me questions, so I have question for you as well. Right, so if you guys go to your Tower of Saviors, go to Index, and scroll all the way to where Primal Greeks are, right? Not the power release form, but the last evolution, right? Just before the power release form, right? You scroll down. From there, you scroll down, you will find Revolutionary Heroes, right? In which I mentioned that they probably won't get power release, right? So we'll skip that series and you scroll a little further, and then you see the Pupero and Haza series, in which I predicted that it's going to get the next power release, right? After that, once you scroll, you notice that they are all exclusive seals, exclusive seal draws, which are like individual seal draws, you know what I mean? So Madhead is reaching an era whereby the whole Diamond Seal cards in the Diamond Seal are all being power released already, right? So it's pretty much like an end of a TOS era. So it's either they will start to work on individual seal cards, right? In which the first series that have individual seal, excluding collaborations of course, is gonna be the Fallen Halo series, right? Which is Chesia, Satan, and stuff like that. So are they gonna get power release? Right? I believe they're gonna be next in line after the Haza series, right? I'm going like double prediction at this point of time, alright? So maybe they're gonna get Amelioration first, right? But sooner or later, I believe that all these individual seal cards are gonna get power release treatment as well, right? Because you can see Guan Yu, which is the series after, which is after the Fallen Halo, right? They are all getting like very, very underpowered already, right? I believe Chesia and Satan is pretty much falling out of out of meta very soon. They are kind of still relevant, but damage output on the leader multiplier isn't really there anymore, right? And then I'm only mentioning these two cards. What happened to Abraham? Abraham is gone, right? So they need some sort of power release as well. So really looking forward to what Mad Head is gonna do to all these individual seals. Right? Maybe they'll bring them back for you guys to draw if you miss them, and as well giving them the power release treatment. Right? So because it doesn't make sense for them to give them power release and then they don't bring the seal back, because what will happen to players that didn't draw them in the first place, right? They should give player a chance to draw it again. Right? So that's my overall opinion, and I'm gonna leave a question to you guys. Right? Do you think that TOS is entering a new era, right, whereby we're gonna see power release of exclusive seal cards like the Fallen Halos, the Warlord, the Knight of the Round Tables, right, and so on, Sengoku and stuff like that, right? So that concludes this month's Q&A session. So I've seen all your awesome questions, right? And then I have many questions for you guys as well in this video, right? So of course you guys have been listening to all my answers and stuff like that, and I'm really interested in knowing what's the opinions of you guys, right? How the game is going for you, right, overall. So let me know in the comments down below. So as mentioned earlier, right, a whole individual video regarding Primal Grid is going to be out very soon. So I do look forward to your opinions over there as well, right? So as of now, that's all for this Q&A session, right? Hopefully you guys enjoy this session of Q&A. Leave a like if you did, and then as usual, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.